So let's talk about I Believe in Unicorns.
Okay.
I'll start with this one. So I Believe in Unicorns is a film about a young girl who's got a very tough life at home. She is the essentially sole caregiver. She's like 13 years old. She's the sole caregiver of her mother, has some kind of degenerative disease where she can't really move around by herself. And she meets a boy, an older boy, probably 17 or 18, and she totally falls in love, and she doesn't really have that maternal or parental figure to sort of guide her away from that sort of person.
Right.
And he's sort of that person who lets her believe that, who sort of sides with her in this sort of idea that you shouldn't have to take care of your mother like this, and is willing to take her away from all the things that she can't stand anymore. And so they do. Right. And they go on this road trip across the country and do a lot of very dangerous things, but she sort of sees it through this very childish gaze. And there's a lot of little fantasy sequences, like stop-motion animated fantasy sequences in this film of sort of almost like her working through in her own mind what's actually happening to her.
Yeah. I think you like the animation sequences better than I did, maybe.
Yeah.
But, I think it was, they created a good transition. They created a good, I guess, fantasy for her. I don't know why I didn't get into those sequences as much. But the trouble, one of the troubles I had with the film, and I don't know why I did, but so she chooses this boy, and this boy is a bit of a hellion, if you will.
Yeah.
He's a skater, long hair, punk rocker, etc. Yeah. And I even though she was taking care of her mother as the sole caregiver, she was also surrounded by, it seemed like, good friends. And it seemed like, for me, it was a very quick departure into this dangerous world.
Yeah.
And it did seem like a dangerous world, at least for me as a parent of a 14-year-old. And so it just seemed like, a very quick jump into that when she had a very loving friend who, there was actually, their relationship was a borderline lesbian relationship potentially, but it just seemed like she jumped in head first, too fast, and I wanted to stop her.
Yeah.
And then then going on this road trip. I mean, I think it was a really well done drama, and the acting I think was exceptional.
Acting was some of the best I saw in all the films I saw.
No question, and it's unfair to compare. But I kept wanting to compare to another film that was at South by last year. It Felt Like Love, and which I think for me was a stronger film. This film is very good, no question. Yeah. There were just certain things that kind of took me out of it a bit.
It's hard to not compare it to another film about a young girl sort of trying to understand her own sexuality and this world of love that that's going on around her. But I felt like. Yeah, I liked the film a lot.
Yeah. Oh, definitely well done, and the acting exceptional. And I can't wait to see how the film evolves and getting out there as well.
A Place for Film is recorded at WFIU Studios in Bloomington, Indiana.